All right, the second section on the addendum is the data on subject sale offerings. Again, there's some information in blue, and that information has fed over from the main form, the 1004. As soon as you enter that into the contract section, I've set it up so that it automatically feeds over into this section of the addendum. Something we didn't talk about in the scope section or the scope video are these quick lists over here. So I've tried to set these up in an order that sort of corresponds with the order that they might appear in the addendum. So, and I've tried to label them so that it's somewhat helpful. If you hover your arrow right over whatever quick list you're looking at, it'll tell you what it says. So for instance, if ever you get an addendum where there's nothing in the scope of appraisal section, you can use this little guy. So I've just made a copy of it just in case. This is for just your typical refinance or purchase transaction that's being done for a lender. Under that is a big fat scope of work blurb for those appraisals being done for a private client, homeowner, anyone other than a lender. So after that, we've got a couple of quick lists for the data on subject sale offerings. First of all, it comes over, it'll say the subject property is not currently listed for sale on the MLS. There's always the possibility that you'll have a property that's not for sale on the MLS, but it's a for sale by owner or something like that. If that's the case, you know, you could just type in something like this, like the home is being sold by the homeowner and is not being marketed through the MLS, blah, 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 blah. Let me see what kind of quick list we have for this little baby. So if we hover over this one, it says, oh, that's okay. So I'm just going to enter a little while. So I'm going to hit, if you double click on any of these quick lists, it'll add it to the addendum wherever your cursor is. So let's double click on this one and see what happens. The subject property is currently offered for. I've got this quick list. So if there is a listing for the property, the only thing you would have to add then is the MLS number and the amount that it's being listed for. And then obviously there's some information here that you would need to change. Just go through it and make sure that everything here lines up with the listing, and the listing history should be in the work file if it is if it's a purchase, or you can always go to the MetroList to find that, but generally speaking you'll have that data already in your work file. This one is a refinance, so we're just going to delete that. There is nothing else to see on that particular section.